Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Angusburg. We're continuing our Let's Play of building a city with the City Skylines mass transit expansion here. What I also have installed for your information here, just so we're clear, got everything except for natural disasters is basically the quick way to say it. I have After Dark, I have Snowfall, and then I have mass transit. So missing natural disasters, maybe get that at some point, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we're facing some rolling brownouts that were kind of cropping up when I was at the very end of last episode here, so I'd like to try to address that, but we'll see. We've got lots of money to deal with, but we also want to build our colossal we also want to get some serious infrastructure going here with our railway corridors here. We've got the east-west corridor we want to build here, and believe it or not, there is actually a huge region that is the north-south corridor, which, yeah, it's probably a bit too big. So big that you can't even see the region name down there. Oh, well. So, I'm thinking I'm just going to do a bit of a band-aid fix here by giving this area a proper interchange. I'm going to see if maybe that just might be enough to rectify the situation for now. If we go far enough back, we even don't have to worry about the power lines getting cut. That would be good. Get a nice little gradual exit. That actually is not too bad of an exit. I like it. Just cut. That is not what I'm looking for. I may also invest in some wind turbines. That might be an idea. Good, so those don't even disrupt the power lines at all. Let's just take a quick peek here, see what's going on with the roads. Make sure that there isn't any ridiculous lights, traffic lights, or anything like that being thrown up there. Good, that seems to have been modified, we'll say, since mass transit's come into play, and I'm liking it. So we're going to get the game going now. We're going to see if maybe the oil trucks and the coal trucks can make it down there quicker. And just for the time being, we're going to drop a second oil power plant here. Check on our power levels. The brownouts are still occurring, but they're somewhat less. So this has 0 fuel, actually, so I'm going to just go ahead and destroy this coal power plant. We're probably going to need to switch to geothermal in terms of the boiler stations here, just because, well, I'm not surprised that they require fuel, but it's just another hassle, quite frankly. So this one, it now has enough oil stored for 6 weeks, so that seems to be the max. 7 weeks, 8 weeks for those. Okay. So how are we doing with these things in full gear, in high gear? We're doing very well. So I think it's time that maybe we consider getting some of those getting some of our stuff set up here. So we have a relatively small commercial area down here. I may expand that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Yeah, this is... Actually, now we need to figure out what we're doing. So let's go ahead and pause again. Let's see. So for highways... And do I want to do... I think I do want to experiment with 2-lane highways. I want to see how that goes. Just give me a sec here, guys. And the game is saving anyway. I'm just going to look up the... just trying to look up a D interchange here, see what I can find. I just want to see how we do this one correctly. It's a diverging diamond interchange. That's what I'm looking for. I know that the lanes, like, flip over. Okay, I think I got a good idea now. So, yeah, let's give that a try. So, supposedly... So we're going to go ahead and maybe... Well, for now, what do I want to do here? Just a sec, guys. So I'm just going to put down a couple of roads as markers for the time being. There. So these are just temporary. We'll just zone around them. Or de-zone around them, I should say. So we'll do that. I meant that. Right-click to de-zone. Okay, very good. And this will be a raised highway for now. As will this. There we go. Giving them a little bit more... That is not at all what I meant to do. Giving them a bit more space than they probably need, but I think that's a good idea for now. So we're going to try a diverging diamond. That's what I was looking for here. So, oh, hello. Is this too high? Apparently it is. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Let's see what the game will allow us to do. Okay. So this one is to page up by 1. And just kind of sneak underneath, like so. It has to be a bit higher though, apparently. No, actually the height is good. The height is fine. It's the, there. So like so. See what it does here. Okay, that. Well, guys, we're just gonna do a simple, basic thing right now. Make it look as straight as we can get it. That's still not quite right. So this is going to take a few drafts to actually get correct. So this goes this way. This one goes the other way. It goes underneath, like so. Switch it around. And then it's good. Alright, let's see what we can do with our diverging sky diamond here. So for people wanting to go this way, they'll have to make a left. Alright. How easy is that going to be? Not very easy. Well, we can do a fairly tidy little mess of a turn there. It's not exactly streamlined. And for those trying to get off here, suppose we can do something fairly similar. We can do that. So for anyone trying to get off and on, we can do that. Ah, yes, this is the reason this is so crafty. So we can do this, and then to merge here, we'll just do a nice long. Have to be a bit longer than that, I think. So we'll start before the diamond. We'll just do this. Sure, that'll do. From here, we'll drop down and merge right here. And for this, one, we'll just have this lane go off, hook up to that, and then we will have this one diverge and go over here, I suppose. So that looks like a messy diverging diamond. Let's see. Yeah. It's the same basic principle. Although this right here needs to be adjusted. Because this one right now just exits one way. So we need to pull way back on this and have it go up here as if it's going onto that lane, and then maybe we'll just have a little spur that runs off. Now we'll do it a bit more gradually then. Just do it like that, like so. Now then, power lines. Can we get them underneath? No. Yep. Okay. Alright, looks like we're going to have to raise our power lines then. So do this. Do that. Lower them back down. Nice and gradual like so. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Page up. Now page down. Nice and gradually. It's slightly off. Oh well. We'll do a link up here. And we'll just gradually hook up here and demolish the old power lines. There we go. Maybe just get a hook up there. Alright, so that is our diverging diamond. We'll have to see how it works. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to just trim this back just a little. And we're going to go ahead and put in just a turnaround zone right here. There we go. I'm just going to extend this sucker out. And we'll do the same with this one, and we'll just reverse it once we're done. That looks pretty good. There we go, and yeah, for now we'll just use an on-ramp to complete the loop. And we will figure out what we want to do with the highway later. For now, I just want to go ahead and get some exits and some entrances on here. I don't think that's too close to the diverging diamond to be much of a problem. That's not good. We don't want that. That is also not what we want. And there we go. Alright, so we still have our sign. We still have our stops for the tram. Good. Hancock Avenue. Let's take a look at you. Junctions. These are now traffic lights. We do not want that. We'll take those off. Avoid it as much as possible. That needs to be a traffic light. These are good. Alright, let's watch the game run for now. Let's see how things go. See if anybody actually uses this new branch of highway. Since most people are going to be going to the right, it might be an idea to... It may be an idea to just turn this into an interchange that forces people to make right-hand turns. That may not be a terrible idea. And since the traffic is going up, we may eventually have to get rid of the tramway. Although for now I like it. For now I like it and I think I want to keep it. How's the diverging diamond doing? Seems to be doing pretty well. People are getting slowed down by their turns, but it's working. It's doing its job. It's not aesthetically perfect, but it's doing its job. Alright, so we got some fires, and fire department's actually getting here on time. Perfect. These guys are jumping the curb for whatever reason. Oh, that was my incineration plant. That would be why they got there in time. Alright, fire at the incineration plant. We also have a massive industry demand now. That is very interesting. We don't have the industrial space planning policy on, do we? No, we do not. That might be an idea to get turned on, although that's going to throw a lot more trucks on the road, which I'm not sure that we want. Let's take a look at our zoning setup here. Mostly residential. Big surprise. And then a little bit of commercial down here, a little bit of commercial, just a smidge of commercial right here along this strip. Really, we should probably throw down more commercial here. Just kind of fill that area out a little bit more. I think that would be fine. I think that would work. And for here... Now that we don't have that power plant, for now at least we can make use of that, get a little bit more industrial space going. How are our power levels, by the way? They're doing pretty good. We've got massive fire safety issues. As a matter of fact, I think every one of these little subdivisions probably should have a fire truck, fire station. So I'm just going to throw one down there. Throw another one down here. And maybe if I can manage it... Yeah, it looks like this big one will actually cover the entire area here. So let's give that a try. I'll give the big one a chance. We'll see if it works. Usually it's better to just have a bunch of little fire stations than a few big ones, but we'll give it a try. We'll see if it works. Let's take a look at traffic, see how the traffic's going. 79%, so it is not going nearly as well as I would like. Lots of traffic here. A fair bit of traffic backed up here, but it is moving. Yes, it is moving. That's good. The real source of the problems is this one right here. Now rail. I have to take a look at rail in a sec here. We don't really have the money for the rail anymore now that we've got all this set up, but yeah, we'll take a look at it. I'm just gonna put a quick little cut in here and I will be right back, guys. Alright, let's continue on here, folks. So, one thing I did notice while I had the game paused is that there's a few issues with crime in this exact area, so I'm going to drop down a police department in that area as well. See if we can maybe do something about crime here. Since we've got quite a few criminals in that area, I think we only have like 2 police departments so far. Anyway, I think it's time to start taking a look at multi-platform train stations. what I was thinking of doing is putting one right around here as a bit of a junction point. But here's the thing, is I want rail lines going this way and also this way. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to connect them. There's a couple of different options. I could do 2 multi-platform train stations and then just have walking paths between the 2. Or I could simply do some loops that connect them to each other. And I think I might try doing that first. So what I'm going to do when I have the money is I'll plop down a station somewhere around here. I'll probably want a wider road here, to be honest. So we're going to make sure that it's nice and flat on the ground. Let's actually just put it right next to the cliff for now. We'll make it nice and straight for this section that we're hooking the station up to. So, like so. We can upgrade this as necessary and drop ourselves a multi-platform station right there. Is that fairly... that looks fairly straight. Sure. We'll put that right there. Now we're able to build track. So this one's going to be a freight line. I would like to actually be running some of these right down in between the highways if I can do it. So I think I'm going to pause it first of all. So do that. This. Try to make... try to make this thing run as evenly as possible. It's gonna resist me, it's gonna fight me on this, I'm sure. If I do this, though, it's gonna work just fine. Okay, so that works very well. Can I squeeze another one in right beside it? Looks that way. Perfect. So we've got those two running. We'll work on a way to make these connections a little bit more artistic. These will be our main connections to the rest of the world here. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Let these split into multiple lines. Okay, so the dot actually represents a pier. It represents a, not a pier, but a support. So we can't do anything about that. So we need to work around them. Do that. Hook up like that. Just seamlessly come out from under the train station. Perfect. Get a water hook up here just because this is going to bother me that it doesn't have any water or power. And then a power hook up. We'll just take it right off of this line right here. There we go. I'm not sure how we're going to hook this up to the main road. Possibly... For now, I'll just do a nice little turn, a nice little bend in the road, like so, and then hook it up over here. And I think we can get away with not having a traffic light here, I think. Yeah, let's just take a look. So if we do that, yeah, sure, why not? Maybe give this one a red, a stop sign, but that'll be it. Now we need to figure out what we want to do with the rest of these rail lines. Some of them undoubtedly we'll want to use for freight. It's just a question of what. And I assume we'll want to have 6 rail lines going across here as well. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So what if I do this? That is perfect. Now we just don't have enough money. Okay. Let the game run a little. I don't like that this isn't straight. So go ahead, we'll get rid of that for now. Get rid of the entire thing, start fresh. Do that. That does work. get over the highway, you can just page down a bit until you get to here, and then run solid land. That's not too bad. I can't help but wonder... No. No, it would not work because you can see the height of the street lamps right here. That needs to be higher. Okay. Well, let's just do this a few more times. I think I'm going to go ahead and just edit this one a little bit for you guys. You don't need to see me fighting with this the whole time. Okay, looks good. Looks very damn good, actually. This is an excellent start to our railway here. There is a small problem, however. This one's slightly out of place. Originally, I thought it wouldn't be a problem, but now looking at it, we need to get all this track out from underneath here, so these need to be lined up perfectly. So... And what is your problem, exactly? Not enough money. That's something we can do something about. Take out a couple of loans. Pause up the game again. And we'll just run some simple stuff for now. This is going to be a problem. We'll probably need to move that one out a little. I think this one can get through okay? Maybe? No? No? You're not going to get through okay? Fine. Well, I suppose what I could do is I can just, since I've got the heights set up, I can play around with these a little. Play around with where the supports end up. Let's give this a try. Now then. Is this gonna have any space at all? No, these are way too close together, so that's just simply not gonna work. So the support needs a wider footprint. So it needs to be stretched out a little. This needs to go to the left, and this needs to go to the right a bit. So I'm just going to muck around with this a little bit, and it'll be another little fast-forwarded montage. finally got that mess sorted out, more or less. We'll go ahead, we'll finish this. Or not. This actually needs to be adjusted somewhat. We'll do that for the time being, just to get these two. Here we go. What I really should have done is I should have gotten the original tracks. I should have gotten the original track points so I could restore this to its nice clean design, but alas, I think we'll probably just be running things on either side anyway. We are gonna, however, have to run some elevated track here, which would be kind of cool. And we're gonna run it right through the middle of this thing. That is... I was gonna say that is gonna be interesting, but it's probably gonna be a tunnel. A tunnel, or we could just put it down at the bottom and just... Yeah, this entire thing is elevated. We could, in theory, just run track right underneath it. Like... I can run a straight line right here. Not saying that's what I'm going to end up doing, but it's definitely a possibility. Anyway, for now, we'll elevate the track in the middle. And got 4 lines going there for now. And yeah, we'll restore these. We'll restore these immediately. Let's actually see. Can we run track right next? Oh my goodness, we can do that. No, apparently we cannot. I'm sorry, the game is telling me I cannot do that. Sorry, guys. Try doing this. And then let's try... It's like going through a tangled web of spaghetti. Alright, so we just need a bit of straight track. Just to give us some guidance, some guidelines for what we want to achieve. And then we just need to negotiate our way around this post. Or not at all. Maybe we can move the post. Let's try moving the post. And this is actually unnecessary if I can manage somehow to change it. Alright. I think that'll work. No? How about just a straight line? Our angle must be off too much. Yeah, it is. It's possible that this will not be the perfect, beautiful line that I want it to be. Alright. What's the just ugly straight? That's not as terrible as what I thought it would be. That's actually not too terrible at all. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that these have been established, we're going to go ahead and immediately raise them to be about the same level as the highway. And now we'll try to restore the highway. And there we go, just like that. Alright, so after all this mucking about, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. For the viewer, no time will have passed. I'll be right back. Alright. So finally here, let's get some freight set up. I think I'm going to actually... Well, first off, I'm going to regret this, but... Let's go ahead and pull this up just by another block. We're building a highway. That is not what I wanted. Alright. Still, another block seems like a good plan. Maybe not. What I want is a freight station. That's what I'm trying to get. But I want it to be, like, right here. That would be perfect. For freight station... Actually, that's pretty good, actually. Where it is decent. But I'm a little short on funds, aren't I? 60. Okay. Let the game run. Or we can just be lazy, do that. That didn't do much. We're still making money hand over fist, despite the fact that these things are relatively expensive to keep going. So let's go ahead and drop ourselves a cargo terminal right around here. Perfect. And we'll hook it up to this one. And this is... Ooh, this could get messy. This could get really freaking messy. Well, I'm gonna cheat for now. We're gonna make this more elegant later, but for the time being, we're just putting a switch and a link here for the nearest platform. And of course it's nighttime, so I can't see a damn thing. So we're just going to make this nice and simple, get some flat lines out, and figure out where we can hook these up. Actually, here's a thought. Could I maybe, perhaps... Can I do a switch like so? Maybe do something... I don't know, maybe do something like this where just kind of loops around, stays on the ground, not underground. Just kind of bypasses entirely all this. we need to have it go on this side of the, need to have it go on this side of the pillars. Alright, so can we do it like this? Yeah, we actually can do it like that. That works. That works very well. So let's just see about getting our freight rail bypass in here. That goes right through a pillar. For now, we'll just run a nice, straight, clean line. And we'll hook it up right here. That works beautifully. That is awesome. Except now it goes and clips into a pillar. But not anymore. So we've got a clean and complete path for freight to get to our industrial zone. Excellent. Except for that. Yeah. Alright. Let's pause it while we have daylight and get that switch fixed. And we'll check the rest of them too. This is a real switch this time. This is good. This is good. It's all good. Let's check the status of the station. Not much going on there. Ah, interestingly enough, these things cost like twice as much as a regular passenger station. I suppose they require a lot more heavy equipment. Let's see if we can get any freight trains coming in. We should also get some sort of highway connection, except I have no way. I have no idea whatsoever how to manage to do that. I don't have the foggiest idea how to manage that one. Same goes for, say, getting this rail line right here to hook up to the right one right there. Although I suppose we only need a couple. Thing is that I would like to have multiple, I'd like to have multiple stations like this. Suppose, even though I like the aesthetic of this, I could do raised lines, and that would solve a great many problems with getting some hookups set up here, some transfers set up. Oh well. For now, what we're gonna do is not build roads. But we're going to try to get a switch set up there so we can hook up to this line. Do I want to hook up to that line? Because that line's going to see most of the traffic. These inside lines aren't going to see much. The goal eventually is to just have them all branch off individually in various directions. Like, I think I'm going to have these left lines go elsewhere, but I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with them. I don't like the way that one's going. It's kind of going off at a cockeyed angle a little. There we go. That's straightening it out. As for these four, I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. We want these two to go north. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we want these two to hook up. Oh, we got a train going. Maybe we want the middle two to go north, The two on the right to go east and the two on the left to go west. That could work. I could make that work. Then it becomes a messy problem of how the hell do we get everything set up properly? And which ones do we want to dedicate to be pure freight lines? I think this one on the left here should probably, we may want to consider making it a pure freight line. We'll see. Yeah, we will see. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to throw down a cut here. I'm going to definitely do some experimentation, and I'm going to figure out what is the best option for us in terms of getting this railway started. Because I want to get this junction right. This is the heart of the railway system that I'm building right here. So I want these two things to just kind of branch off and do it properly. But at the same time, I want to be able to justify all 6 of these railway lines somehow, not just do it for the reason that I'm doing right now, which is because I can. So we'll figure it out. One thing I will do before I go, guys, I am going to go ahead and drop... I will drop a passenger rail station somewhere around here. I think what I'm going to do is just create a new block, but I'm going to make this one largely empty. Actually, it's going to be a double block. And it's going to be pretty much empty. And this is going to be for freight and passenger rail traffic. So we'll do the passenger rail one over here. And then we'll do the freight one a little ways down the row. Actually, we'll do them right across from each other. What could possibly go wrong? I have a spur runoff for this. So for the passenger rail connection, we'll do an overpass right there. We'll just straighten that up. Okay, very good. Maybe even, can we afford a passenger rail station here on this one? Not particularly, it looks like. Nor do we necessarily want one. Actually, I want to clear that out. I think I will put one in if we can afford it. These things are going to be expensive though, aren't they? 45,000 each. Yeah, fairly pricey. Compared to subway stations, yeah, definitely pricey. This all watered up. In the meantime, we'll just get some we'll get some connections here that are just going to make these functional. We can figure out what to do with them later. And yeah, for now, since we can't afford that, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this run as is, and we'll just run our first line, a very, very simple, basic passenger line from the main station down to the shopping district, and back again. There we go. Just to get some trains rolling. Alright, and that's going to do it for this episode, folks. Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to do a lot of experimentation with the track structure here. I'll let the game run for a bit while I get some more money, and we will figure out... Yes, indeed, we will figure things out. I think I will get rid of this, though. I don't think that is necessary any longer. And I'm also going to clean that up. It's going to screw with the line design for a little bit here, but it should be good now. No, it is not. We don't want to... So I want to just drag that stop to reassert its... Yeah, so that one's good. This one's good. Perfect. Alright, guys. My name's been Ybot. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.